Hello everyone and welcome to another webinar by Royal Cyber. My name is Mir and I take care of middleware and integration practice at Royal Cyber, and I'll be your host and speaker for today. I hope you all are doing good and staying safe in this pandemic. Some ground rules for a smooth experience before we begin. If you have trouble viewing my screen or hearing me, please notify in the chat window located on the right side of the pane. You can post your questions and comments in the chat box anytime during the presentation. There will be a dedicated slot for Q&A towards the end of this session where your questions will be answered. And you can also post your questions or requests for any follow-up information on the email shown here. Alright, so in the next half an hour or so, we will discuss how to accelerate innovation and go to market in shorter time frame using a tried and tested hybrid approach powered by industry-leading iPaas platform, AnyPoint Platform from MuleSoft. Now that's me. I've been in the middleware and integration space, delivering turnkey solutions to customers across the globe for a good number of years. And here's our agenda for today. A quick intro about Royal Cyber and who we are, and the need for hybrid integration. What are the different hybrid integration strategies available? What is hybrid integration platform, or HIPs or iPaas? And we'll talk about MuleSoft's hybrid offerings. A quick success story, a case study on how we implemented a hybrid solution for one of our customers. And what is your takeaway, your return on investment on this webinar? We'll give you that. And a surprise for all the webinar participants today. So Royal Cyber is an IT consulting and digital transformation company specializing in services, solutions, and software. Innovating since 2002 with 1,000 plus workforce and 600 plus happy clients worldwide, including USA, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Middle East. Across the globe, Royal Cyber provides reliable and high-performing solutions and services in the field of commerce, cloud, analytics, mobile, AI, middleware integration, data science, blockchain, to name a few. So I want to start the topic with a $1 million question. Why do you need a hybrid integration approach? Why do you need to modernize your integration at all and adopt a hybrid approach to it? Can you not just follow the traditional ways of talking to disparate applications and systems? Or just migrate everything to the latest buzzword, the clouds, completely? Let us know your views and comments in the chat box. Now there are 4 primary trends driving the integration market. Number 1, digital transformation, which is driving an ever-increasing need for an API-led integration across applications, data, devices, in cloud and on-prem. Next comes hybrid integration. Now there is an ever-growing need to integrate apps across a hybrid multi-cloud environment, either to leverage existing investments or to gradually migrate from legacy to new world order. The third is appealing to the lines of business. LOBs or sponsors of your IT solutions, your integration need to be appealing to them. And the fourth is innovations in the way applications are deployed, challenging the traditional integration architectures. So what is hybrid integration approach anyway? It's a bridge. It connects the network divide between your existing enterprise databases, warehouses, applications, and legacy systems with SaaS or PaaS, B2B partners and suppliers, B2C customer engagements, BYOD enterprise mobile, and big data. Number 2, it solves the problem of taking existing information from on-prem systems and leverages new systems to make way for innovation, competitive advantage, and new business models. And then it also helps you stay ahead of the curve. It allows new enterprises to respond to emerging trends in the market with agility while leveraging the data and functionality of your on-prem legacy application. Now that we understand the significance of hybrid integration, let's talk about hybrid cloud and see how they help in achieving hybrid integrations. Here we are showing the different ways in which a hybrid cloud could be formed. In a nutshell, it's a strategy of using any 2 or more types of cloud or hosting infrastructure in a single organization. You can define a hybrid cloud as a computing environment that incorporates infrastructure from multiple platforms and data centers. It could also be a combination of on-prem resources with those offered by your cloud service providers. It could also include multiple cloud platforms and services with no on-prem component whatsoever. In a sense, some hybrid cloud solutions use public and private cloud to gain power and scalability while maintaining security, and some may use co-location servers to address redundancy and stability concerns. Other hybrid solutions may leverage dedicated servers for customized performance. Now, the beauty of hybrid is that there are many combinations to choose from, meaning every company can find a solution that meets their specific needs. And hybrid cloud is so inevitable and widespread today. For instance, if you see a survey conducted by Forbes a few years ago, it pointed that typical enterprises were using 6 cloud computing services, and this number has really increased significantly now. Another survey indicates a strong majority of them are adopting multi-cloud strategies, with over 58% citing hybrid cloud. Now, to better understand this concept, here is a conceptual view of some hybrid multi-cloud integration use cases. Now, the use cases are in no order and by no means the only use cases. However, now these use cases, coupled with various other platform deployment options like cloud, on-prem, hybrid, federated, that can be utilized to narrow down the number of hybrid and multi-cloud integration patterns that might be available or applicable to a particular integration requirement. Now, what are they? SaaS to SaaS, SaaS to on-prem applications, and this one is about app in the cloud to on-prem app, or app in the cloud to another app, or SaaS app in the cloud, or app in the cloud and data origination on-prem. Mobility, cloud sends and respond, and transfer files between on-prem and cloud locations. And given all the benefits, it also has a disadvantage. Now, how to now handle all this multi-cloud complexity challenge with its inherent diverse nature in terms of platforms, applications, protocols, patterns, synchronous, asynchronous, and batch, etc. Now, let's see how hybrid cloud stacks up against other options. As you can see from the slide here, hybrid cloud is a clear winner with a green check in for all the parameters except for one, and the reason is quite obvious. When it comes to the ability to keep sensitive data in-house, on-prem and hybrid satisfies. When it comes to being flexible, giving flexible access to global footprints, cloud is the winner. Choice of best of breed technology options, hybrid. High availability and disaster recovery, hybrid. Optimal control over SLAs, again hybrid. No complexity of managing across clouds, but obviously hybrid cloud could involve multiple clouds or cloud and a data center option. So avoid vendor lock-in, data autonomy, keep negotiating leverage. On-prem and hybrid both fits. And easy to accommodate infrastructure of the acquired businesses. Naturally, hybrid is the best fit. So let's talk about what are the drivers for hybrid integration. As you know, each year hundreds of new SaaS applications go to market and millions of new devices come online. Together, they're creating billions of interactions, a seemingly infinite loop of data between customers, employees, and systems. Now, for enterprises, this explosion presents a tremendous opportunity to reduce overhead, expand reach, and better leverage data. Now, internal adoption of line of business applications is also creating a lot of data silos. Mobile, web, and even in-store initiatives are creating events, and every customer interaction is being captured digitally. Now, this data is corporate asset but has no interaction with system of records. So system of records again are not going away. While legacy can have a negative connotation, now these systems remain critical to the business. They represent huge capital investments as well as investment in employee time and organizational knowledge. So without a well-planned approach to hybrid integration, problems can quickly arise. Now, for IT execs, the question becomes, how are you prepared for these trends internally? Can you adapt fast enough to be competitive now and in the future? How do you retain legacy systems and increase their value? To put it another way, how are you adapting to hybrid environment? You see, it's inevitable that devices, apps, and legacy systems must be integrated, and to do this, enterprises must embrace a hybrid strategy and invest on a platform that help you solve these challenges seamlessly. Now the big question is how to evaluate and implement a successful hybrid integration strategy. And what is hybrid integration platforms? Do we have any? What is iPaas platform? Let's find out. So the success of enterprises today depend on a robust integration strategy that helps accelerate innovation and go to market in short cycles by seamlessly tying their data, applications, and systems deployed anywhere, be it on-prem, private cloud, hybrid cloud, or public cloud, without compromising on quality and cost. Now, while formulating and implementing a hybrid cloud strategy and a solution, the following parameters need to be taken into account. Architecture, security and compliance, scale and time to value. Any solution that complies with the three parameters should ideally fit the bill, right? So we'll look at each of these in detail in the upcoming slides. So let's look at the first parameter, architecture. When it comes to architecture, we need to address the following questions from an architectural viewpoint. How should an enterprise think about the architecture of a hybrid ecosystem? As you know, most large companies will have data and applications both in the cloud and hosted on-prem, begging the question of where to locate connectivity services. Is it on-prem ESB or an iPaas in the cloud? And where is your enterprise center of systems gravity? If a business operates entirely in the cloud or completely on-prem, the answer is clear. But the vast majority of companies exist in the gray area between, and it's less obvious where to deploy your integration solution. In a hybrid environment though, even if your applications are mostly on-prem or mostly in the cloud, it makes sense to co-locate where integrations between apps run. So hybrid SaaS and on-prem business model requires a hybrid solution. So your hybrid integration solution should prepare companies to shift their center of gravity as business requirements change, future-proofing against new trends, allowing the business to scale over time. Let's look at the second parameter, security and compliance. As companies move more data to the cloud, the theme of integration debate often shifts from prohibition to precaution. So what are the questions we should address from this perspective? What data does my company allow in the cloud and what does it not? What precautions should I take around sensitive data or personal data? How do I comply with my local laws like EU Data Protection Directive? And how do I securely access data in my data center from the cloud? Any integration solution should encrypt data in transit and at rest and provide a toolkit for adapting to multiple regulations and for remaining compliant throughout. Finally, this hybrid world means any enterprise must determine a secure way to access cloud data from on-prem data centers and vice versa. Let's look at the third parameter, scale and time to value. What does scale mean? Scale refers to readiness to adapt and grow in both size and complexity. And time to value refers to the time required to manage and maintain any integration solution. So what are the questions we need to address from this perspective? What is the scope of your project? What are your goals for your organization? What is your geographic scale? Do you have distributed teams? Now the idea is integration must scale out of the box. Further, it should be globally available, allow for the creation and management of APIs, and allow the enterprise to realize more value and more revenue from existing purchased applications. With these parameters in perspective, let's look at the solution. The solution should be a unified integration platform that adheres to the three parameters discussed earlier and caters to the challenges of integrating in the cloud, on-prem, or in a hybrid environment. It should primarily provide connectivity between SaaS applications through APIs. It should be service enabled out of the box, regardless of where it's hosted. It should have interfaces that allow secure and scalable access. It should allow the combination of SaaS and enterprise data into unified APIs which third-party developers can consume. It should provide a single IDE for developers, a deployment platform for DevOps, and provide IT a holistic view of their entire ecosystem. Finally, it should let you deploy both on-prem and in the cloud, thus supporting hybrid integration. Let's talk about HIPs or iPaas, Hybrid Integration Platform or Integration Platform as a Service. Now, to implement a robust hybrid solution, you need a hybrid integration platform or HIP that can unite your existing investments running on-prem with other SaaS applications, with partners and supplier applications like B2B, customer engagements B2C, or mobile systems, and all of their data into an integrated mesh. Now, this integrated mesh across your enterprise infrastructure allows you to quickly position yourself along fast-changing customer behaviors and emerging business trends. Integration Platform as a Service is a special type of PaaS for applications and data integrations that lets you connect anything to anything in any way and any way. The right iPaas platform connects the three A's of enterprise integration: anything, i.e. data, apps, APIs, things; anytime, real time, batch, streaming; and anywhere, cloud, on-prem, or hybrid. It has a lot of pre-built connectors, business rules, maps, transformations, and custom development tools for legacy mobile application integrations. Let's look at some of the key functionalities of an iPaas solution. It should support various communication protocols like FTP, HTTP, MQTT, etc. It should provide application connectors or adapters for SaaS and on-prem applications. It should provide support for various data formats like XML, JSON, including media types like GraphQL, data mapping and transformation, routing and orchestration, and integration flow development and lifecycle management tools, API management, etc. What are the benefits of having an iPaas platform? Some of the benefits are improved efficiency and productivity. You see, it helps seamlessly connect different software applications and synchronize data. The user-friendly and intuitive design of the solution enables businesses to speed up its linking process with multiple systems in a cost-effective way. Cost efficiency, a cost-effective alternative to building custom integrations. You don't need expensive developers to build custom integrations anymore. The solution itself is accessible as a monthly or yearly subscription in the cloud, making it extremely cost-effective in a shorter time frame. Scalability. The solution allows businesses to grow to meet demands with agility. Your integration platform can grow with your business. Ease of use. Pre-built integrations and connectors for many enterprise applications, leading to shorter development cycle and significant cost saver. It also helps with better decision making. iPaas can reduce the gap between data entry and business intelligence, which means organizations have the opportunity to track real-time data. It can connect your legacy systems to the cloud, and it provides flexible deployment services in the cloud, on-prem, or hybrid. Well, the good news is MuleSoft's AnyPoint Platform is one unified solution that complies with the three A's of enterprise integration and solves all of this seamlessly without much complexity. It offers solution for all challenges we discussed in one package, allowing organizations to run the same APIs or applications across multiple cloud environments or on-prem or a hybrid combination with infinite possibilities. So here is a quick overview of MuleSoft's AnyPoint platform. The AnyPoint platform is a unified, highly productive hybrid integration platform that creates seamless application network of apps, data, and devices with API-led connectivity approach, allowing you to connect with mobile apps, B2B partners, internal APIs, enterprise applications, legacy systems, web services, and even perform complex batch process and data synchronization tasks. It offers a collection of runtimes, frameworks, tools, and web applications. Tools such as AnyPoint Studio and frameworks for building and testing APIs and integrations for AnyPoint platform. Mule Runtime for running applications and applying policies. Now these can be hosted by MuleSoft in the CloudHub, or you can host it yourself on-prem. Web applications such as Exchange to discover and share reusable APIs, connectors, and templates. It promotes Center for Enablement, central repository of all your APIs within your organization. Design Center is another web application useful for designing API specifications and API fragments. Flow Designer is useful for building integration applications that consume these APIs with a no-code approach. Runtime Manager for deploying, running, managing, and monitoring your application. And API Manager for defining and managing your API policies. As you can see here, the AnyPoint platform consists of two planes, a control plane and a runtime plane. Services that are Mule app instances are deployed in Mule runtimes. Now these runtimes can be hosted either on-prem or in the cloud environment of your choice. The control plane handles the complete management process from design to operations. This remains on the CloudHub. AnyPoint platform supports various integration scenarios, whether it is on-prem integration, which is connecting your applications running in the data center, or hybrid integrations, connecting your on-prem applications to applications running on the cloud, or even SaaS integrations, where you're connecting a cloud-based application with another application running on the cloud. And the Mule runtime provides an environment for operating all types of Mule applications and follows the build once and deploy anywhere principle. The runtime, which is identical across both cloud and hybrid platforms, support different deployment models that are flexible and adapt to the most complex of hybrid operation constructs. Now, AnyPoint platform as an iPaas offers a fully managed cloud platform for integration and APIs, along with a managed software updates and maintenance. It automatically scales through auto scaling, and it provides 4 nines of uptime SLA. Now let's look at some of the benefits of an AnyPoint platform from MuleSoft. It runs apps anywhere, as we have just discussed, on-prem or on MuleSoft's CloudHub or any other public or private cloud. It can manage runtimes across hybrid IT environments from a single management view. You can swap applications between cloud and on-prem environments without having to rewrite the code. It helps reduce operational costs by deploying our applications and APIs in a Dockerized containers. It provides flexibility and control over your on-prem security. You're still the boss. Cloud adoption while seamlessly incorporating legacy systems. The shown here is a sample application network architecture. Now, MuleSoft recommends API-led connectivity approach for building an application network of APIs. API-led connectivity is a disciplined approach to connect data to applications through reusable and purposeful APIs. Now, with this approach, APIs are designed and productized for a specific purpose. and play one of these roles within the specific API layers, like unlocking data from systems, you use system APIs. Composing data into processes, you use process APIs, or for delivering experience, you use experience API. An application network is designed to be used in any scenario, whether on-prem or in the cloud. It can and should be deployed broadly, enabling everyone and anyone within the business to access applications, data, and devices connected to it. Now this picture shows you some of the process and system APIs are running on-prem, whereas the experience APIs are running on the cloud. A perfect example of a hybrid integration. Now let's look at some of the hybrid offerings from MuleSoft. MuleSoft primarily offers two options for hybrid integration: hybrid deployment and runtime fabric. In a hybrid deployment model, CloudHub acts as a single control plane, and you can easily integrate it with your data center and multiple public clouds with a range of technologies like IPsec tunnel, VPC peering, or direct connect. CloudHub also provides built-in load balancer and firewall capabilities. On-prem setup can be within your data center or even a cloud and can host all your enterprise resources, including Mule runtimes. The Mule runtimes can be clustered within your on-prem environment to achieve high availability as well. Let's look at runtime fabric. So AnyPoint Runtime Fabric is a container service that brings cloud benefits to your on-prem deployments, whether they are in the data center or on a private cloud. With RTF, you can deploy your runtimes anywhere, any cloud, including Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, and data centers. Automate and orchestrate deployments easily. No resource management is required. You can run multiple Mule runtimes on a single runtime fabric. You can isolate applications, scale horizontally, and redeploy with zero downtime. Finally, you can connect to MuleSoft's control plane easily. This is a very high level general architecture of a runtime fabric. As you can see, a runtime fabric is composed of a set of VMs or virtual machines that form a cluster. Each virtual machine serves either as a controller node or a worker node. A controller node is dedicated for operating runtime fabric, including orchestration services, a distributed database, load balancing, and services that enable management of cluster from AnyPoint Platform. Whereas the worker node is dedicated for running your Mule applications and API gateways. Your AnyPoint Runtime Fabric uses a set of technologies like Docker and Kubernetes, which are tuned to operate well with Mule runtimes. Now let's look at some of the best practices for managing your hybrid multi-cloud environment. Choice of cloud provider. Analyze your entire network and then identify which service of particular cloud provider is the best for your specific requirement to avoid system complexity and poor utilization of resources. Automate. Having multiple cloud providers increases low-level maintenance and monitoring tasks. It's better to automate them. Policy standardization. What this means is you should focus on policy standardization that are applied automatically to each cloud environment. Now these policies cover areas such as access, throttling, security, and reporting. Cloud native apps. This means you should identify the applications within your organization which are best suited for multi-cloud environment. Now unlike traditional applications, cloud native apps are flexible, service oriented, and comprise of collections of containers and services based on a scale out architecture. They are easy to automate, move, and scale. Let's look at a case study where we've implemented a hybrid model for one of our customers. Now this customer is a large North American mattress store chain, and the challenges that they had where they wanted to integrate their legacy applications with SaaS applications, leverage data residing in legacy databases and push it to the cloud, but they still wanted to retain their legacy systems. They want us to review API management to optimize execution and save cost, plus set up secure, load balance, and highly available Mule on-prem infrastructure. The solution, we did set up multiple non-prod environments, set up staging and prod environments with high availability using clustering and load balancing, linking all the Mule runtimes running in on-prem VMs with CloudHub. We set up a log stash to forward Mule runtime logs to AWS hosted Elasticsearch. Managing secure access to all these environments was part of the solution. And we also deployed common module domain projects and tuning the Mule runtimes for performance. Let's look at some of the benefits. The hybrid approach provides ease of deployments through CloudHub interface to the on-prem runtimes. It also resulted in significant license cost savings by self-managing Mule on-prem environments. Better memory distribution to business critical applications. It provided them a customized hybrid infrastructure, and the whole setup was highly available. And we also implemented a codeless parameterization based switch where the user or the business can switch from on-prem to CloudHub if things are not working, and an easy way to locate logs with ELK for the IT teams. This is a sample architecture of the hybrid solution we implemented at this customer. You can see that the processes are running not only in the CloudHub, which is this area, but also in the multiple public clouds where the cloud provided services like Elasticsearch, Redshift from AWS, BigQuery from GCP can be easily utilized. So what are your takeaways from this webinar? There are 3 whys, and we'll help you answer those and more. The first why hybrid integration approach? So we started off questioning and asking you why do you think you need a hybrid integration strategy? Now for those who joined late, here is a quick refresher. Converting to an all cloud platform is not always the best solution for all enterprises, but neither is continuing with legacy systems and on-prem solutions. Hybrid cloud integration provides the perfect middle ground solution for enterprises, assuring that data from on-prem legacy systems can integrate with cloud data. Well, why do you need hybrid integration approach? There are 4 reasons primarily. Because enterprises dispose of nothing. Now to maximize investment in new applications, it is essential to combine both on-prem and cloud systems. Presenting a service layer over your legacy applications allows access to important information and the leveraging of new applications wherever they reside. Regulatory compliance. Full cloud integration solutions cause problems with regulatory compliance, as some data must remain within your firewall. Now, some countries also forbid data from leaving their country of origin. Thus, converting to a cloud-only based solution is not completely possible. Now, these restrictions warrant hybrid integration as the best solution. Security and privacy. Now, businesses are still concerned with sensitive data being stored in the cloud. And with cloud integration, pushing data outside the firewall would only be the option. However, with hybrid integration, sensitive data remains on-prem, while insensitive data alone will go on the cloud, giving companies the opportunity to segregate and track movement. Now, business still decide what data is stored in the cloud and what data is stored on-prem. Finally, accelerate innovation. Everyone is innovating. While many organizations are moving towards cloud integration, not all are doing so at the same pace. With hybrid integration, business have a platform which spans both on-prem and cloud integration, allowing them to move towards cloud integration at their own pace. Innovating and moving towards integration moves businesses into the future ahead of the competition. The sooner, the better. Now let's see what industry has to say. According to Gartner, hybrid integration approach empowers digital transformation, which is all every company is aiming for. Now, HIPs will power a digital transformation of over 65% large organizations by 2022, in the next 2 years or so. And the second why MuleSoft AnyPoint Platform as the preferred hybrid integration platform. While we agree on the need for a good hybrid integration approach for digital transformation, accelerate innovation, and go to market in shorter cycles, we still have one more problem to solve, which is why MuleSoft AnyPoint Platform is the preferred hybrid integration platform of choice for so many customers across the globe. Well, that's because it's simple, unified platform. You can integrate anything using a drag and drop UI or code. It provides highly available architecture with 4 nines uptime guarantee, 99.99%. It is ranked by the industry as the leader in enterprise iPaas and full API lifecycle management. With a unified platform, it simplifies the user experience both on-prem, cloud. Over 1,600 organizations in more than 60 countries have used this platform to application network that increases the clock speed of businesses. And the most important question, or rather $1 billion question, why Royal Cyber? Because Royal Cyber have certified MuleSoft consultants who can trust to get the job done at a fraction of a cost. MuleSoft assets and solutions developed by Royal Cyber to help you jumpstart your project development activities from day one. Our consultants also have deep skills in other middleware technologies, cloud technologies, and several other technologies. We have strategic business partner relationship with several IT organizations. We have a strong center of excellence for middleware and integration technologies in addition to every other practice introduced in the initial start of the session. Last but not the least, a global and local presence. Our consultants and SMEs are available to work from on-site, onshore, and offshore locations. Time for some surprise. A special offer from Royal Cyber to all the webinar attendees today. Now this is a complimentary offer to help customers cope up with the unexpected disruption in the business due to COVID-19 pandemic. As part of this offer, we are providing you assessment of your existing landscape and show you how to achieve significant cost savings. A 1-month professional service where our certified MuleSoft SMEs would help you accelerate your integration initiatives slowed down by pandemic or resolve any production issues completely free of cost. If you need additional SMEs who are certified MuleSoft developers, that's also available at a very negligible cost. So if you want to accelerate innovation and go to market in shorter cycles using a hybrid integration approach, take advantage of this offer and join hands with Royal Cyber to quickly achieve your goal. Now note, this is a limited time offer. I would highly encourage all of you to take advantage out of it before it's closed. Thank you. It's time for some Q&A. I hope all the questions have been answered, and if there are any questions left, we will try to respond to your emails. And thank you all. I know it doesn't end here. Should you have more questions or need additional information, you can always reach us at info@royalcyber.com. Thanks again for joining us today, and you all stay safe. Bye.